What is going on, Rivian fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you on what actually is happening with Rivian today and why it doesn't make sense and very much unjustified. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So it is down 8% today, and that does not make sense at all because it is very much largely just because of this individual, Alexander Potter, and he is an analyst with Piper Sandler. And I find it absolutely hilarious the fact that Alexander Potter does have a 43% success rating, and that is it. So he initially did cut his rating, or Piper Sandler's rating, from $63 down to $15. But if you take a step back and realize a lot of these institutions have been doing the exact same thing over the last couple of months or last several months, it's kind of normal because which analyst is going to keep their, for instance, $100 price target or $60 price target when Rivian is $13? It doesn't make sense. And plus it makes the analyst look bad. So again, I think this is fairly normal. But yet it goes down 8%. Something doesn't make sense. And on a side note, if you're looking for a lot of good information such as this, take a look at Interactive Brokers. Link in the description below and also the comments. But outside of that though, there isn't any other tentative news. So it is purely just because of this and one other thing. Good old Lucid. So Lucid came out with their Q1 numbers and they did signal that there is a potential demand problem. Of course, their numbers were kind of in line with their forecast, but their amount that was delivered is lagging. So of course, once again, signaling that there is a demand problem. But yet, Rivian came out already with their Q1 numbers and they were fairly good. And they, not only that, they reiterated their 2023 overall target. So something doesn't make sense in this equation right here. The fact that it's down 8.07% just doesn't make sense. And unfortunately, because of this tentative sell-off, the technicals are breaking down. So I'll give you guys a quick overview of everything, but I find it absolutely hilarious as well that on April the 12th, that it does say Rivian to become profitable in 2024, launch cheaper R2 model a year later. So again, how can you have that one statement, but yet the stock price goes down? Rivian being profitable in 2024, like, do people not realize that 2024 is next year? Like, that does not make sense at all. But once again, I am not a financial advisor. You guys do your own due diligence at the end of the day. But like I've been bringing up over the last little bit, when it comes down to Rivian, you have to look past a lot of the illogical kind of things that happens to it. Because a lot of people are just very much fearful about how much cash they are burning through. Plain and simple, that is it. So in reality, when there is an analyst that does cut it down to $15 as a price target, people panic. So again, it is what it is. I'll give you guys a quick overview of shorts. Once again, as I've said in the past, I don't see Rivian being a squeeze, but I bring this up because it's a good benchmark to look at. So a short score is currently 61. Utilization is around 33%, give or take. And today, shorts are returning 92,000 shares. So 11.66% of the free float's being shorted, and that works out to be almost 70 million shares. So today, they're absolutely not doing anything. And if there was any credibility to them cutting, or Piper Sandler cutting the actual rating, you would see shorts just massively doubling down, but they're not. So of course, like I said, does signal that this is just complete BS that is happening today. As far as options activity, there is a lot more orientation towards calls being purchased because, like I said, this is now the second signal that is pointing to a little bit more of a potential overreaction that is happening right now. There's $4.03 million worth of calls being purchased, $2.86 million worth of puts. So there's a fair share of puts being purchased, but majority still is very much towards the calls, insinuating upside is anticipated. So again, it is what it is. As far as what is happening on the secondary market, a little bit more of a reduction in number of transactions today, but be aware, today is Friday. Normally institutions aren't really doing big transactions on Friday, so it is what it is. As you can see, based on the bid and the ask, you do see two big transactions, so 1.33 million and 4.74 million, where the majority of these, including this 4.74, was a very big buy. So of course, keep that in mind. As far as additional information information though, you can see right here, retail sales did come out and it was a little bit lower than expected. So it did come in the month over month at -1% versus a forecast was -0.4%. So a little bit more of a tentative crack there. And like I've said in previous videos, a lot of institutions are waiting for these cracks to start shouting recession and other crap like that. But again, could be very much wrong. And today, as of right now, looking at some of the fib levels, it is at $13.21, so right below this S1. So it is now trading between this S2 and the S1. And typically stocks that are trading within this range right now are problemed stocks. Stocks that are going to be burning through so much cash. So right now Rivian is kind of put in the reject area or the reject table, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks in reality, but like I said, sometimes it doesn't make sense when investing, especially short-term stuff. What you need to do, think long-term. And if you do trust Rivian's bigger plan and that they are going to be profitable, for instance, by 2024, then kind of just trust your gut and believe that Rivian is going to do bigger and better things. And don't worry so much about the technicals because, like I said, even though it is below a lot of the pivotal moving averages, they've just been burning through a lot of cash in the short term. And this is where people are, like I said, overreacting over a very small, minuscule analyst, which, like I said, is only right around 43% of the time. So again, it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts on all of that in the comments below. On a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as SEC filings, transcripts, news, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. I do have a 7-day free trial to share with you guys, so link in the description below to that. So like I said, outside of that recent news about the analysts, there has been no SEC filings, no other news, no other transcripts or anything like that. So again, it kind of sucks in the short term, but you have to believe in bigger and better things, as what I do. And plus, on a side note, Rivian is very volatile, so you can always make a lot of money doing options activity as well. So this is why you do also see a lot of different calls and puts being purchased. And based on this, it does show that and signal there is an expectation within 1 week to be around $13.50 to $14 potentially. So might be positive in that regard. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing I just wanted to share with you, even though Rivian is going down in the short term, what you can do, take advantage and get some free stocks with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Just sign up for a free account. You get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So even if you just do that, it's kind of a no-brainer. Plus, Moomoo does have $0 commission and free level 2 trading as well. So like I said, it's a pretty good deal in reality. Plus, if you want to throw $100 at the account, you do get additionally 4 free stocks. So like I said, no brainer. Let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below, and hopefully everyone has an amazing weekend. But like I said, give yourself a shout out if you believe in Rivian, or if you're getting worried, give yourself a shout out. But without further ado, appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Rivian.